Hi, today we're talking with Cindy Edwards. She's the owner and contractor of CK Builders in Atascadero, California, and she works on remodels. She does energy upgrades to houses, and she's also a biotoxin consultant, helping you to get healthier homes. How you doing, Cindy?
Good, Rich.
Great. Well, how did you come about ending up in the contracting business?
Well, my father was a contractor, and so I started working for him in high school, and I worked in the office. I really wanted to work in the field, but that wasn't an option. So I joined the Carpenters Union because they allowed that 6 months prior to me finding out about it. They opened the door, so I started that way and went through the apprenticeship program.
So you were one of the first women in the union in this area, I would imagine.
Yeah, I was the second one.
Wow, that's great. So what were some of the obstacles that presented to you?
Oh, well, the typical ones. They didn't. That hadn't been done, so the guys were having a hard time with that, and their wives were having a hard time with that.
Interesting. And did it present any problems in obtaining a job? My understanding is you have to be able to get a job to become a union carpenter.
Right, yeah. Because I was an apprentice, there's a limited amount of apprentices, and they're usually sought after because they make less money, etc., and usually do the grunt work to start with. So it took them 4 months to find me a job, which is a long time, but finally we found a company that was willing to take me on.
That's great. And whether being a carpenter or a contractor, what's your favorite moment or what's your most memorable event?
Oh gosh. For me, I think it's about, with regard to the construction, I like building things. I like making something better than what it was. So, I have a lot of memorable moments there. I did work on a lot of the Space Shuttle program buildings, support buildings, and that was fun.
That's cool.
Up on the towers and etc.
Now, that's not a place where I would think there would be a carpenter.
Yeah, well, yeah, there's a lot of carpentry that goes in those buildings, actually.
And how long have you been in your vocation?
Over 30 years.
Great. If I wanted to become a carpenter or get into the construction business, what are the steps I should take? How can I go about that?
Well, there's a couple of ways. If you're going to take the carpentry route or the field route, you could join the union as an apprentice, and then go on up from there. If you're going to take the education route, where you can take project management classes, and that's a degree, and you'll come in as an entry level on a project site, and work it that way.
And I know there are manual skills involved. Are there personality traits that you should have to be in the construction trades? Yeah,
it helps to be able to get along with other people, and it helps to have a positive attitude, I think, and to be able to manage your time is also a good one, and communication skills are huge.
And are there any geographical or seasonal considerations in a trade like this?
Yes, there is. Working outside in the wintertime is sometimes hard to do. January and February are typically our slowest months in construction, so you need to kind of save for a rainy day, that type of thing, or have inside work and plan accordingly.
Perfect. And in 2014, is this a vocation that you would recommend young people get into?
I would. I think the economy's different, or at least the mindset is. And we're very busy, and most all crafts that I know of is very busy. There's a lot of pent-up demand from the last 10 years.
And I would think that even just basically starting as a carpenter or a laborer in the construction site might lead to other trades as well, electrician, plumber, those things. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
Great.
Yeah, there's a lot of directions you can go.
Great. Well, thank you, Cindy Edwards, CK Builders in Atascadero. Appreciate you taking the time and talking to us about the construction trade.
Thanks, Rich.
You're welcome.
My pleasure.